Come, I'll lead the way.
Oh, someone talked about this.
Follow along at your own pace, Master. I shan't leave you behind. We've arrived, just as planned.
Have no fear. Master, I'll fare all right without you for a little while.
I suppose all we...
You are the Arisen, yes? The captain gave me your description. Follow me!
What's going on? I'll have to remember this place. I can truly feel at ease.
I'm partial to a little
All
quiet.
honest coin is made while the sun is high. Clean forgotten. I'm in fine company.
Tis best you move along. Should one of the other guards espy you, I will be forced to play my part. Pray, be cautious, Your Majesty.
Some skills my sword arm could use some work. Quiet at last. Such quietude is a blessing. Got to focus. My head will roll if force goes awry.
Is there aught you require?
Such quietude is a blessing. Would that all my days were so tranquil. These soldiers lack discipline. My sword arm could use some work. I must be vigilant. The town
Too quiet here for my liking.
time is all. Dull days for us. are a sign that all is well.
You'll have to excuse me. I have a job to attend.
Would that all my days were so tranquil. I'd sooner stay out of battle, were it possible.
Who's there? Pray, keep your voice low. 'Twouldn't be good for either of us if someone was summoned to come check on me. Could it be that you have come to bring Mother's schemes to light? Aye, Disa is my mother. Pray forgive me for not telling you sooner. 'Twas never my intent to deceive you. I simply feared that if I spoke the truth, none would wish to involve themselves with me. But that is no longer a concern. 'Tis clear that we are allied in purpose. My word, you mean to say that you are the true Arisen? That the Sovereign currently residing in the palace is a pretender? Could Mother have had a hand in that as well?
Regent Kin Sven appears to be missing from his chambers. Have you seen him?
Me? No, sir.
Then start searching, you fool. Should aught befall the Regent Kin, 'tis us who'll answer to her grace.
Forgive me. My absence seems to have made this rather more difficult for us. You ought leave the palace at once. This room turned up little of interest, but I've a mind to look into this further. I shall send word to Captain Brandt if I discover aught you should know. I'll head out first and speak with the Sentinels. Use that opportunity to make good your escape.
Regent Kin Sven, where have you been, your grace?
Forgive me. I couldn't sleep. I thought a stroll might clear my head.
Prithee, inform us when you leave your chambers. If aught were to happen.
But not at the expense
Sometimes
of my
it's the only
duty.
place I can find
Done by
peace.
dusk.
All honest
How
living is made
intriguing.
while the sun is high. There's ought to be said for peace and quiet.
Oh, I've got to keep moving, lest I fall asleep. I could see myself.
I have been waiting for you, Arisen.
Quite the predicament.
Let me get that.
Beg pardon, sir, but might I have a moment of your time? See, a friend of mine has an empty house, but no use for it. And I see you round the inn. Wouldn't come free, mind, but the price is a fair one, and you'd have a place to call your own. What say you? Well, you needn't decide this very moment. Come speak. Quite the predicament.
I killed
sleep or a comfy bedroll.
Let's be on my guard. These writings could be of import.
It couldn't hurt to take a peek.
This is as good a place as any. It's been a hard day. You think they'd learn? All this hustle and bustle. Good heavens! The pantry's
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. How fared your mission? Was there aught suspicious to be found in the Queen Regent's office? This scrap. 'Twas part of a letter, and from Batal no less. This alone can prove little, but 'tis clear that Deeza's schemes run deep. To think, Deeza's actions have weighed even on the mind of her own son. 'Tis a surprise, but a welcome one. Deeza is the doting mother before the Regent King. If Regent King Sven is willing to aid us by drawing Deeza's focus, you have done well, Your Majesty. Though I'm...
What could the Queen Regent be plotting?
How very peculiar.
Queen Regent Deeza appears to be working in concert with this Phasus fellow. But what precisely is their aim?
Trying to provoke me?
Peruse at your...
Shall we seek out the young man from the other day? I can guide you there if you wish.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
Good. We're here.
Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller.
And should my tale entertain you? Nay, even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate a coin or two to suit...
Hi. Faring well, I hope. Would you care to join me? I'd not say no to a bit of company. I was hoping you'd say that. Do you know, I had a feeling we'd meet here today. Intuition, I suppose. Say, you're not from round here, are you? Are you a traveler? Have you seen many places? How I envy you. This city is all I know. I long to learn more of the outside world, but she's always telling me how dangerous it is beyond the palace walls. After all, if the world truly is so perilous, what of the lives of our people? It seems unfair that I alone should be shielded from that reality. But listen to me waffling on. Ah, I almost forgot. Here, I brought more of the money I owe you. My apologies, friend, but I'd best be going. I mustn't let Mother find out I left the palace. Thank you for indulging me. I do hope we'll see each other anon. Till then...
There's a ladder here.
After you, Arisen.
Well, my son, how might I...
It's nice to see
You.
everyone out and about. I ought to turn in for the night. Eyes on the pleased.
Might as well take a look while you're here, eh? You!
I've been on my feet.
You! Huh.
it is generally used as a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
I say we collect as much as we can carry.
Profitable endeavor. I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
As I recall, the location of another of our tasks is not far from here.
When the mind is split, the heart must lead. Or so I've learned.
What to make of this?
Oh, could use a rest.
Just a short rest.
Giving me an
Then
ache.
I'll be back.
There's another errand to see to.
Gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my story entertain you,
Oi, you there. Your presence is requested at the tavern this evening. Who's the one requesting? I didn't ask. 'Tis none of my concern. The fellow said aught about the usual place.
Really now, you mustn't shirk your duty, lest you forget 'tis the Arisen we serve here.
I'm well aware of that, thank you.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. While examining the palace ledger for evidence of the Queen Regent's misdeeds, I made a curious discovery. For some time now, it seems she has been diverting a veritable mountain of gold to the daily purchase of sweet crownflower. What's more, this inexpedient spending habit is recorded to have begun the very day on which Arthur, the would-be Arisen, appeared on the scene. This cannot be mere happenstance. I can only conclude that these sums are passing into the hands of Arthur himself. Yet 'tis strange, for sweet crownflowers only grow on the eastern edge of Vermund. I dare say 'twas not an item chosen idly. Mayhap this knowledge will guide us in our pursuit of the false sovereign. 'Tis a frail hope, to be certain. Yet all the same, I would ask that your Majesty venture to Vermont's eastern edge and probe into this young man's origins. I am glad to hear it, for I cannot shake the feeling that uncovering the identity of the false sovereign is the key to unraveling Deeza's scheme and securing your enthronement.
To look forward to, but a long day of work.
I wonder if anyone will notice if I stay here a bit. Boards off. What did I hear? Do to deserve this as mine?
Getting proper rest is an important duty in its own right. I was a tad incautious in my travels this time. Oh, our adventure continues.
Off we go then.
Feeling rested, I trust? Tis of dire import we unmask the false sovereign. To that end, we must travel to Vermin's eastern edge. I can guide you to the place arisen, or thereabouts.
Well, if you insist. I'm only glad I don't have to lead the way for a change.
Shall we walk? Or use a ferry stone? Given the distance we have to cover, I would heartily recommend...
You came to see me?
What should I do?
Fancy a kip. I lament
But not to the expense of my back isn't what it used to be today. Here I can let down my hair.
Pray, follow me.
If we're to destroy this, it will have to be from the other side.
Forgive me if I do not jump for joy.
By your command, Arisen. Prepare to engage!
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say. Over so soon? Why, we seem to have come through unscathed.
No doubt this triumph will spur us into the next. Fear not. You're safe with me.
Feast your eyes on this!
I did my best to match your skill, Master.
I know precisely when a curative is needed, Master. You'll never fall in battle so long as I'm around.
Well met. Looking to make a purchase? Much obliged, sir.
Am I the first to notice we've all got different vocations?
It is a tad inconvenient that we can't share equipment.
We must each of us hone our skills. A jack of all trades is a master of none. You'll not live to regret this.
best will do.
Perhaps.
Am I properly equipped for this situation? Mayhap I ought to find a new weapon.
Leave an opening. Focus your attacks.
The moment of victory is at hand. Let us finish this.
I don't know about you, Master, but I'm worn out. Mightn't we have a rest before pressing on? Uh-oh. Perhaps it's time I started taking this seriously.
Do you mean to suggest you've only been playing till now?
You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master. Knowing when to use curatives is my specialty.
I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor to survive every battle by way of sound strategy and defensive tactics.
It's about time we pressed on, wouldn't you say, Master?
Color me surprised.
We'll never get anywhere if all we do is rest.
Time spent camping isn't necessarily time wasted. What say we get some rest? I'm not sure I could face a trek with my belly so full.
Indeed. Surely we've time for a short kip ere we continue on our merry way. I might have known we'd camp here again. 'Tis becoming something of a habit of yours, Arisen.
In another world, I learned that a forgotten rift stone lies nearby. Shall I escort you there, Master?
Very well. I shall return.
Get on with it.
My sword strikes true!
What's your business with me, Cross?
I saw this.
This one's shaking! This one's shaking!
The product of heedlessness.
Hang in there. Help will surely come. Cows and flames. The fort is too late.
Right. Not the best you can do.
We prevailed by the skin of our teeth.
I am saved. Thank you, Arisen. I should be glad to assist you, Arisen.
Is this some sort of joke? I'm not laughing. I wasn't looking for a fight, but I can take ye. Cut that out, Ruby.
The field of battle is wont to hit us against our fellows, but that does not make cutting them down easier to bear.
'Tis as you say.
Guard all your wit. Won't make a difference when I've grappled you. See? Come to think of it, some masters rearrange their party at the drop of a hat. One such Arisen dismissed me after only half a day of service.
Now there's
'Twas most
fine place to harvest some ingredients.
We could pick some now and use them when the need arises.
Come on, put up a fight. Your luck run out.
Let us see what you're made of.
It shall be done. I am here to aid you, Arisen. I suppose there can be no harm in bringing this along.
We'll find a use for it, I'm sure.
Let me get that.
Things can't always go my way.
While in another world, I happened upon a treasure chest rather close by here. Perhaps I could show you the way.
There is a rumor whispered among pawns that I have oft pondered. The gist of it is, when pawns travel beyond the rift, we can contract a peculiar illness that imperils the lives of those around us. At first, we are only restless and excitable, but in time we become so unruly that even the Arisen holds no sway over us.
That sounds most unpleasant. I do hope we shall remain free of it.
What is that? A tower? Nay, a statue?
From this distance, I cannot be sure. We shall have to make our way over to it.
Ask you to refrain from charging off. Teamwork is the crux of our strategy.
Nobody's such a worry or I know them too.
You weren't expecting mercy?
I must admit that it feels wonderful to strike through.
Head up now!
This brute has quite a temper.
A reckless opponent makes it easy prey.
Very well, if I must.
Glad to assist you. One might confidently call that a resounding victory.
I've a knack for combining materials that I hope you'll find useful. I'll craft aught I can using what...
expect this would fetch a fair sum at market.
Perhaps fortune has deigned to aid us, at last.
You are carrying far too much, Master. Pray lighten your pack, that you might move nimbly again. I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
You there! Are you looking to enter the village? You'd best go elsewhere, friend. What's wrong about this place? There's no business to be had here, that's for sure.
I don't know about you, Master, but word of a curious village does more to spark my interest than deter it.
You'd best go elsewhere, friend. There's no business to be had here.
What brings you here?
Here to ask aught of me, are you?
that who I think it is?
Aye, I reckon so. Rather more common looking than I'd expected. But I suppose that's neither here nor there. It's a question of skill at the end of the day.
So you say, but you wagered against our visitor, did you not?
And I'd do it again. Just look at that fool's face.
Fancy a look at my wares?
As quiet as a mouse.
No seen you about. You the outsider? My lord spoke of you. Come on, follow me. I've something real nice to show you.
Well met, sir. This isn't the way to our destination, but I presume you've a new one in mind. Lead on.
Perhaps the Arisen has recalled some more pressing business. Fret not. I'm sure we'll come back to this, eventually.
Greetings. I must say I'm impressed by your intuition, sir. You found me out far sooner than most. I trust you are enjoying your sojourn in our fair village. If you have any questions, ask away. I should be glad to aid you. Arthur, you say? I've lived in this village many a year, but I can't say I've heard of someone by that name. My apologies. Is there aught else you'd care to ask? You're curious what I know of you? Quite a bit, I should think. Naturally, I'm not the only one. Our village has its own network of spies and informants, you see, and your title tends to make you stand out among the rumors we collect. You're the second Arisen to come to Vermont, and you've allied yourself with Captain Brant against the Queen Regent. In response, she's... Oops. I mustn't say another word. Don't misunderstand. I'm no ally of the Queen Regent. I merely strive to maintain neutrality in political matters. Those who deal in information must ne'er align themselves with a particular power. Such is our village code. Is there aught else you'd care to ask? If aught about our humble village seems strange to you, that is easily explained. For 'tis here that thieves are instructed in the skills they require. To begin with, those who wander into the village are evaluated for their potential aptitude. Of course, you are no exception. That which is to say, you have my approval as the Thiefmeister. Is there aught else you'd care to ask? Aye. Take care then. You, sir, are worthy of inheriting my ultimate technique. Once mastered, 'twill allow you to fell all foes, both minuscule and mighty. Take it and do with it what you will.
Having the Arisen obtain a maester's teaching is a welcome boon for us pawns as well.
'Tis an honour and a privilege to serve a master so accomplished.
Don't bring trouble to my door, you hear?
The stairs that follow our every move mark this as no ordinary village.
You say that, but I sense no hostility. Whatever's going on here, I don't think they mean us any harm.
Quiet as a mill pond. Fancy a look at my wares?
Aught you need of me?
Well met, sir. How might I be of service? Always a pleasure. Fancy a look at my wares? Too much excitement is rarely a good thing.
Ah, you must be the visitor I've heard so much about. Have you some business here in the village? You would know of our village? As you can see, 'tis a simple place, tucked away on the eastern edge of Vermund. Is there aught else I can help you with, sir? Arthur. 'Tis a name unfamiliar to me, I'm afraid. At least, no one by that name lives here, sir. As you like, sir.
Fine place to collect weapons.
Well met, sir.
I'm in no mood for a chinwag, thank you.
One never can have too many of these.
What say we pelt one of the next foe we encounter?
Oh, you've a sharp eye. Suppose I ought not to have underestimated you, Sir Arisen. You wonder how I know? For starters, 'tisn't just me. The entire village recognizes you for what you are, cuz. Naught mysterious about it. We've our sources, and that's all I'm saying. But don't worry yourself. I'm actually on your side, in a sense. Can't offer you any help, though. Village code and all that. Still, I suppose I could give you a bit of advice. If I were you, I'd try doing to someone else what I was just doing to you. I've a hefty wager riding on you, cuz. Don't let me down, eh?
Do to someone else what I just did to you. What could she have meant by that? Master, 'twould be prudent to rid yourself of any excess items.
If you've anything edible, I'll gladly lessen your burden.
Let me get that.
Is there aught else you care to ask? Aye. Take care then.
Here to ask aught of me, are you?
Well met, sir. Understood. I will await you here, Arisen.
Oh, how lovely. I'll have to remember this place. Fancy a look at my wares?
Is there aught else you care to ask?
Aye. Take care then.
Quickly now! Our master beckons!
'Tis easily done.
I suppose I could indulge you.
Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
I'd say we collect as much as we can carry.
Come to think of it, different masters favour different pawns. One whom I served preferred to have beastrons for allies.
Now there's a thought.
Eyes follow us wherever we go here. It is enough to make one jumpy.
You say that, but I sense no hostility. Apologies, Master, but you will have to make do without us for the time being.
You made it after all. Guess that means I win. Oi, you lot best pay up. Dear me. You didn't disappoint, did you? You've done well. Seems only fair I answer any questions weighing on you. Go on. Ask away. Figures you'd want to know about him. We're supposed to be neutral. Ordinarily, I wouldn't say a word about one of our jobs. But I suppose I can tell you, the situation being what is. His real name is Dara. He was one of us, once. But he's been exiled. We had no choice, see? After he went off to play the false arisen. We're men and women of shadow. Center stage isn't our place to stand. That's why he was cast out. He'll ne'er be part of our village again. That all you wanted to ask? For all this, Dara was in line to become the next thief maester. But he failed. Took a massive injury to the chest during the trial. So the title fell to me. That's when he went off, saying he used the scar on his chest to pose as the Arisen. And what a scheme that turned out to be, eh? Now, still, you'd have a hard time proving that he's not who he says he is. He's a wily one, that Dara. But we can't have him thinking that he gets to go off and enjoy a peaceful life in a lap of luxury after breaking our code. Methinks he needs something to remind him of the debt he owes us. Now, as to the Maester's teaching, not sure you'll be able to use it to its fullest potential, but I'll show it to you.
You're the one, then? Fie. I'd hoped I'd not be seeing you here.
I'll not take that from you.
Dear me.
You've my gratitude.
Not half bad!
You're here. I've been waiting for you.
Each day's the same as the one afore it, I tell you.
Living's hard, but dreams are free, I say. Here to ask aught of me, are you?
Master, pray let me know beforehand if we are to meet somewhere different.
Our party is reunited.
I warn you, I'm not easily impressed.
Pray, follow me. Tis this way.
A mug of ale is just what I...
Well met, sir. How might I be of service?
Ah, you must be the visitor I've heard so much about. Have you some business here in the village? As you like, sir.
This is the inn, of course. Nothing's free in this world. Glad to be of service, sir.
Said peace and...
Well met, sir. How might I be of service?
Come, I'll lead the way.
Am I the first to notice we've all got different vocations?
'Tis a tad inconvenient that we can't share equipment.
We must each of us hone our skills. A jack of all trades is a master of none. Strange. This place is not as I remember it.
I cannot fault your memory. We must get to the bottom of this.
Harpies, Master!
Flame, is it useless?
You must admit that it feels wonderful to strike true.
Over here, if you please.
Might there be aught over there?
Let us ponder how best to proceed.
A reward for our efforts. I expect Captain Grant will know how to put what we've gleaned to good use. Shall we report this development to Captain Grant? If you wish to meet with this person, I would gladly lead the way.
Well, insist. I'm only glad I don't have to lead the way for a change.
Hope you weren't expecting mercy. Our foe stumbles. Just one more push ought to bring it down.
The moment of victory is at hand. Let us finish this. Aptly said.
This should be of use. See, you've been drenched.
compares to the thrill of victory. One cannot help but feel indomitable.
No.
It's quite a large volume. Methinks 'twill budge if we combine our strength.
I say we give it a push and see what happens.
Was most effective. All full of surprises. I look forward to informing my own master of that strategy.
Unbelievable.
We've little need for a campsite at present.
Time spent camping isn't necessarily time wasted. It is about time we pressed on, wouldn't you say, Master?
Let me get that.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say. Feast your eyes.
How might I do?
Outstanding, if I do say so myself.
Indeed, 'twas enough to make one pity our foe.
I'll rush the enemy to give you an opening. Charging in with reckless abandon is more likely to end in your injury than that of our foes.
The green dervish doesn't come cheap.
Having more of these to hand ought serve us well in battle.
What say we pelt one of the next foe we encounter?
I've just found a treasure chest near here. During my travels beyond, may I show you to its location? Well done, Master. I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
Prepare yourself!
An impressive view. We can infer much of the lay of the land from here.
Perhaps we might take a moment to savor the scene.
It's no great shock to me.
Now, what might that be?
Let us ponder how...
We've got choppers!
Too fast for you!
A common reward. Frustratingly so.
We'll find a use for it, I'm sure.
us finish this.
An ox cart ought to make our journey.
Watch the hobgoblins!
Yes, Master.
If we're to break it, it shan't be from this side.
Perhaps. Leave the finding of equipment-enhancing materials to me, Master. I shall sniff them out and mark them on your map.
Unless I am much mistaken, we have cause to visit a place not far from here.
Should we head there now? It would save us having to make the trip again.
Always another errand to see to.
Gather round, gather round.
Over here, if you would.
Should my story entertain you? Nay.
Hoy, friend! Having any time for me today? I dare say there's something I've come to understand during my stolen hours exploring these streets. Every last resident in this city is wholeheartedly devoted to living out their lives. It seems a simple observation, for it made me painfully aware of my own position. Can this existence of mine even be called living when I am so doted upon by my mother? I want to live a life I can proudly call my own, and to achieve it with all that my heart desires. I tire of enduring my mother's coddling, and of looking at this box. It fills me with courage. 'Tis proof that I am not my mother's servant to be wheeled about as she pleases. 'Tis something I obtained of my own will. Here is the last of the gold I owe you. Pray forgive me for making you wait for it. Now, I'd best be off. I may not be able to wander the city again for some time. There's aught I would do. Thus, I cannot say when next we'll see each other, though I feel sure we shall in time. Till then, take care, friend.
That was quite a gift. I hope that procuring it was not a burden upon the lad.
It is as you say.
Now here's a welcome sight.
I didn't tell half as many lies as my parents.
How to spend the day?
A ladder, is it? How convenient.
Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
You are carrying far too much, Master. Pray lighten your pack, that you might move nimbly again.
Have a look. What should I get up to today?
I will use this opportunity to gather my strength.
Backing up today. Might head to market. I'm in need of a few things.
Well met, sir.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. I bear word from Regent Ken Sven, Your Majesty. He espied the delivery of a suspicious package to a man named Allard, a minister who happens to be one of the Queen Regent's staunchest and most powerful allies in the palace. From the pains he took to remain on scene, that alone is reason to suspect a connection to Deeza's schemes. We must get to the bottom of it. The Regent Kin intends to call Allard to his chambers come nightfall. He bids you to use this opportunity to search the minister's chambers and see if there's aught to be learned. Very well. I shall not press, but know that your assistance in this matter would be greatly appreciated. Have you divined aught of the false sovereign, Your Majesty? This appears to be a bill calling for the arrest of a man named Dara. But hold a moment. Does this man's countenance not bear an uncanny resemblance to that of the false sovereign? I see. If Your Majesty is certain that the two are one and the same, then I am convinced as well. However, I'm afraid this paper alone does not constitute sufficient proof. Ah, but of course. I surmise your majesty intends to post the bill and invite suspicion. A clever plan. The Queen Regent will be forced to deny any connection to our new sovereign, yet will be unable to remove the bill from the public eye. Furthermore, 'twill serve as an attestation to Dara's existence, which shall remain an undeniable truth till the man resurfaces. And all the while, the doubts lurking in the hearts of the citizenry will continue to deepen. A clever ploy indeed. I shall attend to this matter personally. I've no doubt that this bill will prove its worth in due course. You have my gratitude, Your Majesty.
That thief maester's a capable sort. I'd wager this will make life rather difficult for the Queen Regent.
Oh, could use a rest.
Oh, what does this say?
It couldn't hurt to take a peek.
Interested in my wares? Greetings. Welcome to the Guildhall. Here we conduct all manner of procedures pertaining to vocations. If there is aught I may assist you with, simply say the word. Have you found any of the items we discussed, perchance? Methinks Roderick will be able to... He runs the local armory. May fortune smile upon you, sir. Do come again.
I'll be done for the day. I find any turncoats.
Good evening, sir. I trust you fared all right on the roads, despite the hour? You know where to find me.
I fear I've no wisdom to offer.
Only fools and urchins boast of their fight.
Press on. There's much needs doing.
Now, where was I bound again? Greetings. You seek guidance, do you not? You have lost sight of your path. You need only make a worthy offering in exchange. I have seen your path. May these words guide you true. You've my gratitude. 'Tis lovely to see you.
road always goes awry.
Time to head to market, methinks.
There's a ladder here.
After you, Arisen. Ah, how I've longed to embrace my bedroll.
Should we hunt a few monsters to start the day off?
Off we go, then.
Feeling rested, I trust?
I'm afraid I'm unfamiliar with the matter at hand. Perhaps we should have a more knowledgeable pawn join our party.
Really now, you mustn't shirk your duty. Lest you forget, 'tis the Arisen we serve here.
I'm well aware of that, thank you.